due to a landslide. The service unfortunately has been cancelled.
I am aboard a Caledonian Sleeper service at London Euston, which, as we've just learnt, will be going absolutely nowhere tonight.
To get you on alternative services tomorrow morning.
If you're gonna go.
Go now, or else you've got to stay on. So perhaps not the most auspicious of starts, but somehow I think we'll muddle through this Season 10 of Forgotten Towns.
Lanark, Lanarkshire, population 9,050, rank number 989.
Approaching Glasgow Central, which is our final stop.
The final stop it may be for this, the 0603 Euston to Glasgow service, onto which we dragged ourselves bleary-eyed after half a night's kip in a stationary sleeper car, but very much not our terminal destination for today's episode. Once we've got outside a second breakfast of the day, some 5 hours after the first, that will involve a change onto a much slower train, heading roughly southeast, back in the direction from whence we have come. Dogged determination rather than streamlined efficiency, maybe, but we will get there in the end.
See it, say it, sorted. This train is for Lanark.
As we rattle along the track towards Lanark, it is worth pointing out that this is the smallest remaining town on my list, consisting, as you may remember, of the largest 1,000 in the United Kingdom. And, in fact, it is the smallest to feature in these final 100 podcasted installments. But if it only snuck in by the odd 150 people, I, for one, am rather glad that it did, because it has rather more going for it than many further up the list. Firstly, as the name would suggest, it is the ancient county town of Lanarkshire, even if the seat of administration subsequently moved to Glasgow and thence Hamilton before the regrettable local government (Scotland) Act of 1973 carved the county up. However, long before all of that nonsense, this place was granted royal borough status by King David I and has been a market town for almost 900 years. Whilst there's not a lot of extant evidence, there was once a castle here, as well as 4 town gates. The layout of the town centre is to some extent a legacy of medieval boggage plots, with a network of vennels, or closes, off the high street. Given limited time, however, our initial focus today will be New Lanark. Slightly blowy, but sunny afternoon here in Lanark. We have a 20 or 30 minute stroll down from the station to New Lanark, which, as pointed out, is a World Heritage Site. One of the multiple birthplaces of the Industrial Revolution. Let's go and check it out. It's all in tidy nick, isn't it? Well, I think this is his house here, you see.
Robert Owen.
Know that society may be formed to exist without poverty.
But was Owen a utopian socialist or an enlightened capitalist?
The latter.
The Co-Operative movement itself was founded in 1844.
Whilst it is entirely appropriate that I have been accompanied today by an erstwhile cooperative group board director, watching this video is perhaps like being taught how to suck ethically sourced eggs as far as he's concerned. So we head off for a look around the mills and associated dwellings for the 2,500 employees who once worked here on this sprawling site. Engineering innovations in the late 1700s enabled water to power New Lanark's textile mills. This is also the site of one of the UK's earliest hydroelectric power stations, built in 1926 and still supplying the national grid today. A disappointing sight as we walk down Ballantyne Street. We find something that looks like it maybe was once a job centre or other community hub. Almost every single window has been smashed. But in better news, we find a coronation bench in the centre of Lanark, marking the coronation of His Majesty King Charles III. It's quite a comfortable bench, but given that the rain is now bucketing down, it's very damp also, and probably not right for being sat on at this precise moment. So with the sensible option looking increasingly like getting back onto the train, we say that's your lot for this week. See you next week in Carl.
Scotrail train.